Probably because it's probably gone.
The MailChimp one?
That's it. Yeah.
Right, about to send it right now. Okay, yep, peace. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Dobner, what's happening?
Hey.
Learmont, by the way.
What's up?
Hey, it's Learmont, Doug Learmont.
Hey, Doug. Good morning. I'm good. It's early and I've been up since like 4:30. So currently in a battle with the U.S. passport agency. So
I definitely understand that. I'm actually moving to Los Angeles on Friday, so it's been 4 o'clock mornings and midnight nights every day for a while now.
Yeah.
Wow. Where are you moving from?
Birmingham, Alabama.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So 29-hour drive starting this Friday.
Oh, that's a long one. How many days you think it's going to take you?
I think it's going to be 3. I'm actually going, so I'm moving with my girlfriend. And so both of our families are coming with us. So this is an in-law drive also. So y'all got to pray for me.
What's the reason for the move?
So she is the director of the Mental Health Institute at one of the universities down here. And she also does research in the marriage and families therapy space. So she's going to be a professor out there doing some new research on some new non-traditional drugs and things like that. She's much smarter than I am, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Wow. Sounds great.
Yeah. So it's a good opportunity. I'm very much looking forward to it.
You guys know what area you're living in?
Yeah, we are. So we are like right downtown. I'm still learning the direction, but it's about 5 minutes from Staples Center. So that's kind of where we're at.
Okay.
Yep. She's teaching in a city called Alhambra, about 20 minutes or so, kind of closer to the Pasadena area.
Okay, nice. I got a sister that lives in Westwood and a friend that lives in Pasadena. They love it out there.
It's beautiful. I can't wait. I really can't wait.
It's different. I'll tell you that.
I'll tell you, I'm from Michigan, so I spent 24 years in Michigan. I just spent 6 in Alabama, and I feel like neither of them prepared me for what I'm about to go into.
I'm from Michigan. Whereabouts in Michigan are you from?
I'm from, I grew up in Grand Rapids and then spent the majority of my time in high school in Lansing.
Did you go to Michigan State?
I did not. I played football at Grand Valley.
Oh, okay.
I am definitely a big go green, go white.
There you go. I went to State, so I like hearing that. Grand Valley's a great school.
Yeah, man, I loved it. So so my girlfriend did graduate from Michigan State. She got undergrad and PhD from there.
Nice, very nice.
What time is it? All right, we'll give it just about 2 more minutes, and then we'll get rocking. Let's see if we got any more attendees. Mr. Halligan, can you hear us? Just want to make sure everybody can.
Yeah, I can. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. How are you today, Bill?
I'm doing great, thank you. Good luck on the move.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
It's going to be like a Chevy Chase movie with the entire family moving at the same time.
It's going to be interesting is an absolute understatement. I'll just say it like that. This is the first time that we're all getting to meet everybody face to face. So we've FaceTime and did a little bit of things like that. So it's going to be quite the trip. I'll just say it like that. All right, go ahead and share my screen. Let's get ready to get going this morning. All right, we are going to begin. As always, thank you all for your time. please, I love it when we do have smaller groups. Sometimes they're a little large, but I love when we have smaller groups. Please don't hesitate to interrupt, ask questions. I love when it's a little bit more intimate. We can get a little bit more custom and different things like that. So without further ado, today, one of the things that, as you guys know, when we do this, we always try to keep it relevant. So not just talk about cool tips and trends, but really make sure that it's timely as well. And as some of you are familiar with, I know some of you use our social selling assistant service. Others of you on the call use our automation service. LinkedIn is becoming a very crowded platform. So standing out, becoming organic, coming off as genuine, these things are becoming increasingly important as we're really trying to get away from the noise, as they like to say. So today we're going to talk about, it's going to be a little shorter, but it's going to be 9 tips to really create meaningful and organic engagement on LinkedIn. Before we get going, does anyone have any questions or comments or anything in particular they would like us to address either on this topic or just in general?
I don't.
Perfect. We'll get rolling. Number 1, and this is very important. This is why I wanted to start here. In this world of new connections and new prospects and lead gen, pipeline building, one of the things that I'd like to remind people is never forget about your current connections, those first level people that you are engaged with. Couple things, just 4 quick reminders. They can be simple engagements, just like reacting, just liking, celebrating. One really cool update that I wanted to share with everybody, you no longer just can like. If you hover over the like options, they actually like Facebook. If you guys are all, or if any of you are on that platform, that icon can now change to celebrate. You can do love, support, insightful, curious. They've really taken some of the business aspects into it. So you can do quick reactions. You can always comment. You can always share. And just so you know, you can send posts privately. But the idea is that, number 1, first off, don't forget about them. Not only are there prospects and business there, but these are great ways to really increase your network, show value to your network for everybody that's using the automation. Sharing posts from other people, from third parties, from other folks, that's really helping you look like that industry expert in there. Doesn't always have to come from your mouth. So again, remember the people that we're already connected with in this world of consistent pipeline building. These are just some screenshots of what I was mentioning. So again, you can simply hover over the like, and those are some of the new really cool icons that you can do. If you click the 3 dots right up here at the top, that's where the options that we discussed as far as commenting, sharing, and sending will be found. So as you guys know, we always like to provide some screenshots for you, but maintaining top of mind awareness. 2, grow your LinkedIn network via introductions from second level connections. Again, people like Mr. Halligan on this call that's already doing our automation, then you're already familiar with this technique and tactic. We already do this. One of our best practices, whenever we connect with someone, one of our very simple, easy best practices is to make a comment to leverage some of the mutual connections that you guys already have. So that's one thing that we always recommend doing. Do not be afraid to send a personalized invite whenever you do a connection. Just so you know, research is showing us that, and we have done tons of tests on this. You are significantly more likely to get your connection request accepted from someone if you add in a message, as opposed to if you just send just the invite and connection itself. So because of that, one thing that you can always do is leverage mutual connections that you guys have. I'm going to just let some more people in. Give me just 1 second, please. All right, everyone can let themselves in. Perfect. Number 3. Again, I know we're going through very quickly when we're on LinkedIn. We're kind of there. We're kind of liking, sharing, going very aggressive and very fast. But one of the things that I encourage people to do is take a little bit of time to review and look at the ads that are being served to you. There's 2 reasons why. Number 1, a lot of people don't realize LinkedIn's targeting is absolutely awesome. So everything that you are being targeted with, everything that you are being engaged with is coming for one of 2 reasons. It's either a potential customer or it is a competitor. Both of those things can help teach you how to have a leg up in the market, how to start to promote yourself as being something different, how to leverage that information. Also, if you go into your ad settings or into your LinkedIn account settings, you can adjust your ad settings. You can adjust what interests you. You can adjust what information that you allow people to target. You can control every aspect of all the information that's going to be in your feed. Number 4, stay involved with LinkedIn group discussions. LinkedIn groups is an absolutely hot, trending, and amazing place to get content that you can share, to start to establish yourself as an expert in a certain space, to really find a niche network where you all can become valuable to each other. There are literally tens of thousands of groups on LinkedIn. Everyone on this call here, I'm familiar with everyone's companies and campaigns. Everyone can find multiple groups that can help, exactly like I said, be a place to source third-party content that can be shared if it's important for you to be viewed as an expert, as a thought leader. It's also a great place for you to establish yourself as a thought leader, establish yourself as an expert. If you are not seeing updates from your groups, you essentially need to go back to your notifications and change your settings. It is simply in your update or in your settings, update your settings, in-app notifications, but you want to be involved with that. Again, this is organic and meaningful. This isn't just trying to sell somebody. This isn't just trying to capture somebody's attention so that we can hit them with the classic bait and switch. But this is really meaningful and organic opportunities for you to engage with your network and build a brand new network. Any comments or any questions on what we've discussed so far? Perfect. Number 5, LinkedIn is rolling out they have rolled out an entire event section, and they are consistently doing a number of cool updates to it. We spoke a few months ago, one of the really cool updates that they did is that their events now sync with almost every single virtual streaming platform. So essentially now they made it very easy to do virtual events. So whether you're going to be using Google Meets, whether you're going to, or Google Hangouts or Zoom, whatever platform you're using, they made and whether you're going to actually physically attend them, whether they're going to actually be online. Sorry, I just realized that I was starting to cut off my internet. I apologize. But it is a great opportunity to establish you all as an expert in your space. One tactic and one strategy that we are encouraging people to do, if it's important for you to be seen as a thought leader, is to do a monthly event, a monthly live event on your LinkedIn where that can be hosted virtual. These do not have to be very long, but where you can pick topics, subjects that your prospects will find very important. And it's very easy now to create that event, invite people to that event, invite people from a company page to come over to this event. And also these will come up when searching. So now when other people are looking for various events, when they're just searching topics and different things on LinkedIn, the really cool thing is your event that you'll create will be able to show up there. So again, virtual events to establish yourself as that thought leader and expert in the business to business space is a really cool, new, unique way that you can give people real, true value. Last thing I'll say on that, these do not have to be live. How cool is this? You can create a LinkedIn event with a pre-recorded event. So I'll say that again. These do not have to be events that are just done live. You can pre-record an event, set it up to do a virtual LinkedIn event with a pre-recorded webinar of some kind. Again, an easy and great way to really create organic opportunities and engagements with your network. LinkedIn has recreated a new update where you can now follow hashtags on LinkedIn. These are actually really cool and starting to be really unique. Companies like ours are actually teaching people how to do what are called hashtag strategies. So we are actually leveraging this with our large LinkedIn clients who aren't doing necessarily one-to-one personal engagements, but they're doing corporate marketing. This is a great opportunity in there. So I encourage you all, follow hashtags that you deem appropriate. Matter of fact, are there hashtags that you can start to use to create your own organic following? Are there hashtags that can leverage and incorporate your company's names, incorporate the NetApps, the MicroPulse technologies? Are there creative things that we can do to start to get people to consistently follow you? Very simply, to do that, all you do is enter the hashtag you'd like to find in the search bar. The same way you do a normal search. You just put in the pound sign, the number sign, the hashtag sign, whatever you want to call it. And it'll populate all of those. And just like you see in the screenshot, I showed just social media, just a quick simple example. You'll see that social media has 19 million followers on it. You can follow that. You can also start to use that. LinkedIn has rolled out yet another industry update, and that is what is called today's news. Today's news. So basically what they're saying is this, and again, this is according to LinkedIn and the research that we've done and what they've told us. There are actual human individuals, not algorithms, who are actually updating and specifically choosing the various industry topics and different things that you are being served. So there's going to be something called a daily rundown newsletter every morning in your notifications tab. So literally when you just go to your notifications, you are going to be getting an update for that. But that's going to be a place. And again, I don't want to speak to the quality of them. I do know that in my experience, the news that I'm being served is relevant to myself. Again, like I said, it's not an algorithm. These are being handpicked, but these are, again, easy opportunities for you to share this content, for you to review, to comment on this content, post it in your groups, say, hey, did you all see that X, Y, and Z posted this? So the LinkedIn is making it very easy for you to repurpose content and engage with people. It's right there at your fingertips. We just have to literally take the time to copy it and share it and use it.
So hang on a second. Where is this feed?
If you give me a second, let me get into my LinkedIn and we can pull up a live version. You also have to be in your desktop. So if you're trying to look in your phone, I'm not sure it will be there, but if you give me, you said you're not on your desktop?
No, I'm not going.
Yeah, it's that is, I'm sorry about that. I can show you, but it is desktop. It is desktop. I actually had a little caveat note. I apologize. But let me show you. So here we go. I'm trying to share my screen. There we
go. Okay.
So they are going to be right here.
Ah, got it.
Right here, right here.
Yeah, I get that. Yep.
Yep. And then you can click right here for this eye. So it's a perfect example. I'll make it just a little bigger so we can see. When you click this eye right here, you can go more to learn about why these stories were handpicked for you. But this is going to be a new space right there that LinkedIn is going to be trying to give you what they're calling very relevant news for yourself. And like I said, there you can go to more. So there's ton about remote work, all of these different things.
Hey, Lorenzo, this is Bill. Can you show us how, like, select one of those and how you would share that with your first level connections?
Yeah, so let's look at remote working. All of us are remote working, so this should be a relevant article for all of us on this call. LinkedIn has made it pretty simple, Mr. Halligan. If you're still looking at my screen, you can simply share from right here.
Okay.
That would share the article, or here we go. If you wanted to share a specific post, so say for example, you wanted to share this young lady's post along with the article, that's when you would click these three dots. So then you can just copy it. But if you wanted just to share the actual article itself without somebody else's commentary on it, LinkedIn has made it very easy. You would simply share right there. And they've made it easy to do all the things that we've discussed. So you can share it in your own post. You could send it in a message, or like we talked about, you can copy this link. So now you can copy this and say you were a part of a business development group about remote or about anything. You can copy this and post this right there in a group for it as well. So just simply right there for you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Another thing I thought about too, Lorenzo, is the hashtags. You know, my company or my customers are interested in cybersecurity. So my thought was I'd do a pound sign cybersecurity, then I'd have a whole list of things to repost as well.
Absolutely.
Okay.
That's so taking it one step further, Bill, if you wanted to just to start to get some content, just tying everything that we're talking about, even by searching hashtag cybersecurity, I'm sure you'll find some really cool, up-to-date new things that you can use for your current clients, your current prospects, all of those different things.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
You're so welcome. That's what we're here for. We were right underneath. I don't know if you all saw, but I'll just, because I can, and we were literally just right there. You will see also, let me go back. Just because it was right here. How cool is this? LinkedIn is also starting to promote their LinkedIn Learning in a much easier way. They are now doing what is called top courses. Top courses. It is directly under your LinkedIn news. So what they are doing now is based upon your profile, what you're sharing, essentially just like any other algorithmic pop or formula works. They are actually going to be making it very easy for you to join LinkedIn Learning and some of those leadership courses and different things like that. So take advantage of that. Especially one thing that I always like to reiterate to tell people, everyone, you don't get these opportunities a lot of times unless you have LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Everyone here has already paid for that LinkedIn Navigator. I encourage you to really get the biggest bang for your buck and take advantage of these opportunities. LinkedIn Learning courses are absolutely awesome, you guys, and you can find them for just about anything that you're really looking for. So they're making it very easy. Like I said, you can also share those. That's another great thing about that. Again, everything we're talking about is organic engagement with other people. And then last but not least, LinkedIn is making it much more easier to get personal analytics. They used to make it very, it just wasn't very easy to see some of your own personal statistics and things like that. They are now making it as simple as right underneath your profile on the left-hand side of your LinkedIn. You're going to literally be able, you're going to be able to see any of your personal profile analytics, including things such as who's viewed your profile, views of your post, all of that different type of stuff. You can see the insights for everything. If you only have the free version of LinkedIn, you can only see like the last five people who viewed your profile. If you have Navigator, like I know everyone else here, you can literally see in analytics for everything, who's viewed your profile, how often they viewed, analytics on every post you've shared, everything that you've posted, and everything that you've done. And that wraps up today. Again, before we get into questions, just want to reiterate in a space that like we keep saying is getting very noisy. It's important to set yourself apart. It's important to be organic. It's important to be genuine, and not just be salesy. Again, I'm as salesy as they come with certain things, but if I have learned that if we take a step back, and connect with the human and other people, it just makes our network be more robust. It really makes us come off as being truly a thought leader. And when you do these things properly, the sales in the pipeline still come. So again, that was the purpose of today, is really how to be more organic and more intentional with the engagements that you guys are doing on LinkedIn. Do we have any questions or comments today as we wrap up? We got about 5 or so minutes if we do have any.
Hey, Lorenzo, I had a quick comment regarding about being too salesy. Let's say I start to share some content on cybersecurity. When I share that, should I mention my company's name or not mention my company's name? For instance, I might see something about cybersecurity and say, Micropulse customers face this every day, or should I just send the link without mentioning my company's name?
I think you said a couple things I want to address. Number one, I definitely don't think you should ever just post the link without posting a comment of some kind. Second, I think it needs to be a combination of both. I think you need to leverage sometimes letting people know that Micropulse is the answer to that problem. However, remember, we're talking about organic, meaningful engagement. Sometimes we don't need to be salesy at all. So sometimes what I would do is, say there's a cybersecurity problem. Say you find an article that states that, whatever, there's this new trend that other people are going through. Bill, I would encourage you to do posts that just ask a question. Hey, everybody in my network, is anyone else seeing this current trend right here? Would love to hear your thoughts on it and how you're handling or addressing that situation. Does that make sense?
You know what? That's even better than trying to tie Micropulse to the solution. I like that. Asking a question.
So that's organic right there. Again, it's not the idea that at some point you're not going to say Micropulse can answer this problem or solution, but it's the idea that you want to build a page or a thread where people are commenting. It's creating organic conversation. You will get an opportunity to say, and Microsoft can alleviate this pain.
Right. Don't confuse Microsoft with Micropulse.
Micropulse. I'm so sorry.
Hey, you know what? We do it all the time.
So sorry.
I work there.
Any other questions that we have today, gentlemen? Or comments? Did everyone at least learn one thing that they can do on a day-to-day basis by chance?
I got 2 things I learned that I'm going to use. Thank you.
You're welcome. Well,
I think I'm good. Thank you.
Perfect. Well, if we don't have any other comments or questions, as always, I'd like to thank you all for your time. I hope these 30 minutes sessions are still valuable. We will be here again, 3rd Tuesday in August, with another topic that we hope is going to be relevant. And last but not least, if you all, number one, have any questions about your campaign, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. It's just Lorenzo@sociallyin.com. And if you all have any ideas or suggestions of what you would like us to talk about in August, please don't hesitate to reach out to me and do the same. Okay, everybody? I hope everybody has a great day today. Safe travels and good luck with everything as we finish the month.
Hey, on Saturday, Lorenzo.
Thank you, everybody.
Make sure you post a picture of you and your girlfriend in front of the Staples Center on Saturday.
Yes, sir, I will. I got you, Bill.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Yeah, see you.